Did you know
that on the front of the Baldacchino, so as you come into church, your eyes focus on the altar, but right behind the altar is the canopy that hovers over the tabernacle, which is called the Baldacchino. And it's rather significant that on the front of the Baldacchino are logos of the 12 apostles and Jesus. And so if you look at the very middle, we have the key row. The key row is the front and center, and it is the symbol of Jesus. As I said, it's the first two letters of the letter of Christ in Greek, the key row, the X and the P. If you go to the right of the key row, you see once again the keys. This is Peter. To the right of Peter is St. Matthew. And what we find is a winged person used because the gospel starts with the genealogy of Jesus' human nature. Then after Matthew, then we have Matthias. Matthias was the apostle chosen in Judas's place, and he was martyred by an axe, and that's what's pictured up there. Then to the right of Matthias is St. James the Less. He was beaten to death with a club. Then St. James the Greater, there's a shell, a symbol of the pilgrims, because the shrine to him in Spain has been a popular destination of pilgrims. The last one is St. Jude Thaddeus. It's a ship because of his many missionary journeys. And then if you go back to the key row, and starting on the left of the key row, you will notice that there's a cauldron of boiling oil, and that's St. John. Apparently he was martyred by being put into that cauldron of boiling oil. Then to the left of St. Jude, as you follow, is St. Simon. There's a saw, and that supposedly was the instrument of his torture. To the left of Simon is St. Thomas. And there's a carpenter square. It's said that he himself constructed churches in India. Beautiful symbol. To the left of St. Thomas then is St. Bartholomew, a book and a knife. Supposedly he was flayed alive. Then next to Bartholomew is St. Andrew. St. Andrew is crucified as what they call an X-shaped cross. Even to this day, the St. Andrew's cross is that X-shaped. And then finally, the last one on the far left is St. Philip. There's a cross and a pole. He was martyred by being hung from a pole. So we have the 12 apostles and Jesus on the front of our Baldacchino.
and now you know.